All right, happy Thursday night. It is March 6th, and I'm feeling sci fi today, so I am going to play a sort of sleeper hit uh, Emperor of the Fading Suns. This is a game that I found out about and will eventually come back up. There it goes. I only found out about this game a couple months ago because I did a podcast with some people and they were talking about it. And ever since then, I've kind of become low key obsessed with it, even though it's like 25 years old. Um, I've been kind of loving it, so I'm gonna play a little bit of this tonight. We're gonna work hard on becoming the Emperor of the Fading Suns. I'm gonna start as a mere noble, but we're gonna work our way up. All right, we're doing a historical. I like House Hawkwood. There's 5 different noble houses, each with their own advantages and disadvantages. But I like Hawkwood. I mean, look at that. Look at that coat of arms. Nice blue, happy little lion going on there. Let the AI take the others. We're gonna go ahead and up the difficulty a little bit. Double check. Plagues on, rebellion on, combat. I don't need the tutorials. We're gonna eat, and Universal Warehouse is on just because it's really, really hard to play if that's off. Hello, welcome, secret admirer. Hee hee. All right.
House Hawkwood.
House Hawkwood. Here we go. All right, gotta pick my portrait. Obviously, this guy up here is my guy. Look at that goatee. It's luxurious. But Alexius, no, we can't do that. It's gotta be Riley. All right, here we go. How have I been? I've been delightful. How have you been? All right, let's see here. Oof, I only get a couple of positive traits. Noblesse oblige. My loyalty is higher. Plus 20 to if there's a noble in the palace. Yikes, that's it though. That's all I got going for me. I think I'm gonna have the church dislike me a little in order to get an extra positive trait. And I'm going to take Battle Master. I like having that armor bonus if I have a noble. You are bored because there's no school work. Well, you need more hobbies, or you need more school. Either one. Let's see here. Anti-trade, no. I actually think I'm going to go with inbreeding. It's kind of a cheat one to take. Rebellions are more frequent, but my loyalty is so high that I don't really get rebellions. So as long as I keep my loyalty up, this is fine. Rebellions are more frequent, but between my noblesse oblige and my charismatic leadership, I'm just so beloved. I'm just so. Although actually, instead of charismatic, I think I'd rather have rule of law. Increased loyalty at the beginning of the game, plus that. Then it doesn't matter if I'm using my nobles. And I think I'm going to take Mercantile Savvy. I want better prices dealing with the League. All right. All right, here we go. I have not researched anything. I have no research at all. So I think I'm going to start with... I'll start with physics. What I kind of love is this game gives you these really great like this is how you look up tech in the game is through this like religious gilded text, and I just kind of love that. It's not useful at all, but it's full of fluff and flavor that helps you get like immersed in the game, and so that's just so cool to me. All right, so let's take here. Exit this. We're going to research physics. The new patriarch is orthodox. Not surprised. All right, here we go. Here is the known worlds, all connected through their jump gates. I'm one of 5 noble houses who are all competing to become the next emperor. Plus, you have the church, of course, back on Holy Terra, which is Earth. You have the Merchant Guild on Leagueheim. You've got the alien Vow, who just kind of sit there and don't really do anything. And then you've got the parasitic invasive species, the symbiotes, who are coming from Chernobog and are being held in check by the Imperial garrison planet Stigmata. And then the rest of it is just up for grabs. All these unaligned planets just waiting for me to take them over. But what we're going to do is we're actually going to start at my capital. Because one of the cool things about this is, yes, it's a galaxy-conquering game, but you also have to conquer individual planets, too. And you have to move troops from the galaxy map down to the planets and move them around and do all that kind of cool stuff. So it's like Stellaris meets Civilization. And at the start of the game, I don't even have full control of my own planet. Like, here's a city up here. Here's a city out here. Here's a couple of cities connected by roads that don't belong to me. But these rebels, to my rule, will be smashed. We can't tolerate them. And then we're going to get going. Here's the Merchants Guild, the League. They've got a little city here where I can buy and sell things and trade. And then this fort belongs to the Imperial government. The Imperial Eye, which is their spy agency, keeps a fort on every homeworld, just to make sure that we're not getting out of control or being mischievous, which we totally are. All right. So first things first, I need one of my nobles. These are the individuals who represent my extended family. He's looking real good, walking down the hallway with his cape blowing in the wind like that. They give an armor bonus to any stack of troops they're with. So I'm going to pair him up with some infantry. Start moving them up this way.
Unit spotted.
Nope, unit spotted. All right, so they saw some of the units at the Agora.
Unit spotted.
That's okay. These units are all friendly with me. Here is... We got a couple things here. We got officers who are not quite as good as nobles, but they do provide some bonuses to morale and things like that in combat. Plus, you can train officers to do different things, like become spies. I modified this version so that officers can become clerics and help spread religion, and they learn a little bit of a psychic attack. So I'm going to take... first thing I'm going to do is I got to take this recon tank here and do a little exploring.
Unit spotted. Unit spotted. Unit spotted.
Yeah, unit spotted.
Unit spotted.
All right, let's see. What did I spy? I spied a mine. Great. Up in orbit, I've got my fleet. One of the things I love about this game's fluff is that we are inhabiting this crumbling empire. Humanity used to be this amazing galaxy-spanning organization, and we're in decline. And so right now we have all these really cool things like spaceships. We can use them, but we don't know how to rebuild them. We've lost that technology. And so it makes these extra special, because if I lose these in battle or something, they're gone forever until I can figure out how to make more. So early on, you got to be really careful. But one thing I can do with them is bombard the planet. So we're going to attack that city. All right, look at that. My ship in orbit bombed the mine. Hit it again. We destroyed the artillery. All right, nothing else that it hit. Let's see, I got a couple of transports here and a couple of ships. We're just going to sentry those. We're going to let those wait. So this is the Imperial capital. This is Byzantium Secundus. Each of the major houses has a fort on this planet where we're just kind of all hanging out. So the story basically goes that once upon a time, humanity was this mighty republic, and it's scattered all over a bunch of different worlds. And over time, the republic sort of faltered, and a group of nobles seized power and have refused to return it back. And since then, humanity has kind of stagnated, and I'm one of those feuding families that has holding on to the power of the former republic. One of the houses had a very charismatic leader named Vladimir, Vladimir is the first and only emperor of the post-Republic era. So he creates the empire and is immediately killed at his coronation. And since then, humanity has just kind of been stuck. And what I love about this universe they created is it has this really dark sort of background to it. And where the title comes from is the fact that all of the stars in the known universe are getting darker. And no one can explain why. Like, there's not a scientific explanation for it. But the suns are quite literally fading. And so here I am, I'm this noble house amongst other noble houses, and we're all fighting over the scraps of what used to be a once prosperous nation, right? This multi-planet, galaxy-spanning civilization, and it's been reduced to this tiny little bit of planets. That's all that's left, and we're still fighting over it. So I kind of love that. It makes for a really dark setting. But again, so here I am. I'm on the capital, Byzantium Secundus. I'm going to go ahead and launch this transport into orbit because I need to get it back to my capital because I'm going to use it. Everyone else who's on the planet can just go ahead and hang out. How's my Jestermester going? Delightful, actually. I'm loving my Jestermester right now. It's been a lot of travel. It's been very tiring, but it's all to the good. All right, let's see. What else do I have here that I need to move? Ooh, an engineer. I got to build more cities. I'll build a road up into the mountains. Ugh. All right, he can wait. He can wait a turn. All right, I'm going to take this. I'm going to take this recon tank and head on over this way. Start exploring the other parts of my planet that I've lost contact with. You. I want you to take these tanks, tank killer, self-propelled anti-air, and self-propelled artillery, and go join this stack. We are going to get my planet under my control, and once we have that, we're gonna be cooking with gas. All right, let me see here. I've got some militia, a little anti-tank gun. That's delightful. I'm gonna start building up some militia on some of my planets here. Let's see. Gotta get my militias up. Let's go ahead and do that. So see, I could build an officer corps, but I don't quite have the tech I need. I don't have the equipment I need for it yet. I could turn a officer into a spy, but again, I don't have the equipment I need for it. So for now, we're just going to build militia. They're pretty basic, pretty straightforward units, but it's good to have them. Here's my palace. This is my capital city on my capital planet. And what I have here are these scepters. These are, quite literally, it's a physical thing that the emperor created before he was killed. And each one of these scepters is a vote for who should become the next regent, which is the person who will govern the empire until there can be another emperor. And so what I love about them being a physical unit in the game is you can capture and move them around. So I could attack another great house, take their scepters, and then the next time there's a vote, I can just show up and be like, hey, I have more scepters, therefore I have more votes. So each of the 5 houses has 5 of these. The League, which is the trading guild, has 5 of these, and the church has 5 of these. So if you want to become emperor, you have to sort of get a coalition of nobles and the merchants and everyone else on your side. Or you can just conquer everybody else. But because we are living in an era of decaying tech, the game really lends itself towards stalemate. It's very hard to get an effective military campaign going against the other major houses. So pretty much everything is just going to kind of plateau until you can rediscover lost tech, begin rebuilding the units of the old Second Republic. And the whole time you're waiting to do that, the League is trying to restart a new republic, and if they do that, you're going to lose a bunch of score. The church wants to be the one to crown the next emperor, so if one of the nobles agrees to let them do that, they'll probably back that noble, but they'll lose a bunch of score. And so I kind of love because the game's win conditions are just very, very narrow. And it forces you to have to try and work with the other houses to figure out who's going to become the next emperor, who's going to rule over the scraps of the old Second Republic and the Empire. So there's all my scepters. Go ahead and do that. I do have a couple airplanes. I know how to build airplanes, or I know how to fly airplanes, but I can't build more. So we're just going to go ahead and we're gonna sentry all these units here. I think I got too many artillery here. We're gonna move one down to my church. Sentry. Build more militia. Sentry. Not yet. Alright, hold on. Alright, I'm building there. I just want to make sure I'm building the things I need to be building in the right places. No, not an engineer, not yet. I can build like naval ships and things like that, but I don't have the equipment at the moment. Factories let me build all my different like tanks and things like that. Okay, good. I'm building what I need to there. Building what I need to there. What's up here? Am I building anything here? Give me that. Alright, one of the cool things too about this game is you got all sorts of different kinds of materials that you need to acquire in order to build the things you need to become the Emperor. Basic stuff like food, all your units consume food, your cities consume food, so farming cities are pretty important for feeding your people. I live on a frozen planet. That is my home planet. So we are not making nearly enough food to keep ourselves going. We're either going to have to trade for it or just build more farms. It's probably after I'm done pacifying my own planet, the first thing I'm going to go do is conquer another one that's making food so I can eat. Energy, which is sort of a generic, it's coal, it's oil, it's solar power, it's just all worked together. I'm one of the few great houses that starts out making energy, which is really great because it lets me stockpile it. Energy is needed in order to make pretty much anything else you could want. Metal, pretty important for building basic things. All your military units are going to need metal. Training engineers so they can go found new cities eats up a lot of metal. Trace elements are pretty important for making electronics, and that's one of the key things you need. If you remember, I need electronics for officers, spies, anything that's using recon tech is going to need electronics because you need like binoculars, long-range telescopes, all that. Any of the circuitry that goes into spaceships, that goes into fighter jets, bombers, that all needs electronics. Thankfully, I have access to trace elements on my home planet, so we'll start getting those rolling in soon. Exotics are just spices and things like that that are needed to make biochems. Chemicals require energy, trace elements. I can make a bunch of chemicals. Certain techs let you do things like juice up your soldiers with biochemicals and stimulants and things like that. So that's one pathway you can go. If you don't want to go tech, you can go bioengineering and make like super soldiers. There's the biochems, by the way. There they all are, looking good. Electronics, again, pretty basic. You need energy and trace elements, good. Ceramosteel is needed for most spaceships. That requires energy, chemicals, and trace elements. Get you those. Wetware, if you want to do cybernetics, and instead of going just basic tech or biology, you can fuse the two and go cybernetics. So if you're going to start installing chips into people's heads, you're going to need wetware equipment. Monopoles are an important power source for starships. You're not going to build any starships without monopoles. Gems are basically a cash crop. If you can harvest gems, you can sell them for a ton of money, but they're also needed to make artificial black holes, which is your singularities, and you need this to power spaceship engines that are going to jump between planets. So anything that sits in orbit like a space station doesn't need a singularity, but if it's going to jump from planet to planet, it needs one of these. So you can see how it starts very basic, like I need energy, but then you need to produce mid-tier stuff, to produce upper-tier stuff. It goes on like that. Do I want to play Roblox with you all? I would love a game of Roblox sometime. All right, let me take a looky here. And by the way, how is your Jestermester going? I didn't ask. I've just been so happy to play this game. I didn't ask any questions. All right, let me see. Diplomacy. I don't want to talk to any of you. Let me just take a look quick. I'm currently spending more money than I make, but we're going to fix that. I have to give some taxes to the church. I could skim off the top if I wanted, but that gets people pretty upset. Oh, hello, Lyric. I don't actually have a Roblox account, but I'm aware of it. I'm familiar with it. All right, let me take a look here. Okay, I think that's everything I needed to do.
House Hawkwood.
Physics has been completed. All right, energy, mega chassis, or composite armor. That lets me build like just about everything worth building. I'm gonna build all these level 1 tier things first. I should also say that this is the kind of game that does not encourage you to research broadly. You really want to be specific and go down one path. Otherwise, you're going to have all these mid-tier units late game, and someone else is going to have really amazing things. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and do a little research here. All right. Let me see here. Build an anti-aircraft gun. I need more militia here. I need more militia here. I need more militia here. I have enough there. Anti-aircraft would be nice. More anti-aircraft. Oh, all right, good. I got my transport. I can move a little closer. I have to tell all the new troops I just trained to sentry where they are. Alright, I'm going to build a new city with my guy. If it's a mining city, I will get 19 extra metals, 23 trace, and 10 gems every turn. That's what I want. Yes. Can't build production cities too close to each other because then their things would overlap and they don't let you do that. But out here in the middle of nowhere, this is just fine. When you first build a city, it's not at full capacity. It takes a little time for people to migrate to the area and for it to start to grow. So like right now, I'm only getting like half of what I should be out of this city. However, it'll get up there. Officer, my infantry, they're all out of movement, so I guess they're done for the turn. I'm gonna keep oh, unit spotted. Alright, there's militia there. I'm gonna keep exploring with my little tank here. Where else can I bombard that would be useful? Ooh, I hit something. Keep bombing. Alright, so I'm bombing rebels right now. Take that, rebels. Alright, nothing else to do this turn.
House Hawkwood.
Now I have microbiology. Psychosocial engineering will be the last basic thing I research, and then we will go from there. Alright. Anti-aircraft. One more militia. I like to do 3 militia, and then 1 each of artillery, anti-aircraft, and anti-tank. Just, it's not a super strong defense, but it keeps my cities from getting overrun by just like basic guys wandering around. Oh, okay, so here's this. I got an update about the symbiote invasion. They have captured one of the cities on Absolution, which is one of the cities within range of them. And you can see from the artwork how scary and terrifying these things are. Alright. Lazarus of House Hazat wants to pay me money for physics tech. You know what? Sure. Because if I don't do it, someone else will sell it to them. phalanxes I can bombard. Oh, oh, nice. Okay, there's an anti-tank vehicle there. I'm going to bomb that thing. Alright, there's a farm there. I need farming cities. You can tell from the red I'm currently losing food. Ooh, I found ruins. Ruins are nice because they can sometimes contain rebels who you can easily destroy. They sometimes contain like aliens who will just wipe out your attacking forces in a single, stroke. But if you can clear the ruins, there's usually really good stuff in there. There might be forgotten technology. There might be stockpiles of like gems or wetware or like old tech from the Second Republic that you can take. Sometimes there's artifacts, and artifacts can give these really amazing bonuses if you can unlock your secrets. So it really just, and it's RNG every time you play. The ruins are different every time. You don't know what's in them, which again is something I kind of really appreciate. It ups the replayability even if you're using the same map. This is the other thing the game does that I love, is every resource in the game is a physical unit that exists on the map, which means they're capturable. You might have a ton of food stockpiled and this, that, and the other, but if an enemy takes over that city, it's not like the food was just in a bank somewhere in your imagination. Like, it was in one of your physical locations, and now it's just gone. So that's one of the really kind of cool things, is having to manage, is like actually protecting your resources because they can disappear. All right, we're going to take over this mine and get more metal and trace going. I like to do feint attacks. It ups my defenses, and since I've got my noble in my stack, I get an even bigger armor bonus. So we're going in cautiously. All right, there was one militia and a couple like rebel partisans. That's nothing. I mean, it didn't even put a dent in me. All right. And now I have a new city that's collecting metal and trace for me. We're gonna build some militia to help protect it. And my ships now have a place to land. So I'm gonna bring down, oh boy, there's my whole planet, by the way. We're zoomed out a little bit. I'm gonna bring down my ships. I'm going to take my troops, load them on my transports, send them back into orbit, and then land them somewhere else so I can continue to conquer cities and bring the rebels under control. This is probably the most tedious part of the game, is in order to load things onto the ship, you have to drag and drop. And that's just, it's kind of a whole thing. But all right, here we go. Infantry. Alright, some of these things, like for example, my freighters, they don't like landing on planets unless they have a city with a landing pad. So they'll take damage if I try and land them in the countryside. But sometimes it's worth it in order to be able to drop troops next to an opponent's city and then, go in. So I've got, basic freighters, I've got these big bulk haulers. Assault landers are meant to land anywhere. They don't take damage. But they're also small. I can only bring like 2 units at a time. The other thing I kind of love about this game is you've got these cool 3D renderings of like, any of your tanks, any of your vehicles, you can see it. But if it's people, it's these hand drawings. And there's something really almost like campy about the drawings. I kind of love, like, they feel like a 50s comic book to me. Here's my guy. Like, his proportions look wrong somehow. I can't put my finger on it. Like, look at my infantryman. Like, he's standing there with his little red face mask. And it gets even better as you get into some of the upper tier units. Like, the artwork is just so campy and sci-fi. I just love it. So, anyway. All right, let's see. What I'm loading up. I got this ship loaded. This thing is loaded. I need to bring my smiter and my Wolverine. And then I think I want 2 of my Wolverines. We'll get that done. All right. I forget one of my ships? I did forget one of my ships. There we go.
Unit spotted.
Alright. We're going in. Ooh, there was a little bit more defending that place than I thought. Alright, I killed 3 of the units and forced the anti-tank gun to retreat. See if I can capture it. Got it! Nice. Alright, so that farm is now on my side. I'm going to start building troops to protect it. Food production is already up to 156 out of 181, so I'm not running out of food quite as fast. You're just going to have to wait for a transport to come and pick you up.
House Hawkwood.
Alright, now. Ooh, energy physics lets me build electronic plants. I need that. Keep building them, militia. What's this thing need? This is waiting for an artillery. Uh-oh, I'm running a little low on metals. Can't build anything else at the moment. She'll pay me for microbiology tech. That's Celestra of House Lee Halan. Okay, I accept. I mean, I probably shouldn't be selling the tech to them, but you know what? If I don't, someone else is gonna, so I might as well get paid. Now, one thing I will say is the AI is not static, so it's entirely possible that the rebels have sent troops to either attack my cities or are in the process of trying to like recapture their own, which totally does happen sometimes. Oh gosh, I stumbled right into it. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, I was not planning on fighting this fight. Come on, make them break. Oh, okay. Yep, that's what happens when you try marching an army without having good recon. I blundered headfirst into a rebel army, and they had an officer with them, which gave them accuracy bonuses, agility bonuses. Thankfully, my nobles were better, but some of my units just took a pounding. Also, some of my units remained unspotted, which is great, because that means in combat they get agility bonuses, which makes them harder to hit. But the units they could see, they beat up pretty good. Yikes. This probably means, though, that this city is close to undefended. Some exotic up there. Alright, the officer, tornado, whoops, clicked on the wrong thing, and the wolf and tank are going to transfer to the heavy transport, which is going to land. There. So now they're all together again.
House Hawkwood.
Alright, here we go. All right, he wants to trade me map Indo from Byzantium Secundus for my map from Byzantium Secundus. Sure. He wants me to give him psychosocial engineering and he'll pay me. Done. Speaking of which, how's my money looking? I'm still hemorrhaging money. But I've been mining diamonds. I think I might sell some gems to the merchant folk just to make my money situation a little less worrisome. Alright, well I bombarded the city and didn't hit anything. Hoping that means it is empty. Oh, it was empty. Oh, nice. All right, that's really good then. With the exception of that farm, I've basically broken all of the rebels on my home planet. There's still a ton of territory I can move into and colonize too, but it's going to be free from rebels, which is the goal. I'm going to let my guys rest and heal for a turn, I think. Alright, I'm going to keep my scout tanks moving here. I want to finish mapping my planet. Not the least of which because I can sell knowledge of my planets to the Vow. So the Vow are this massive alien empire that sits on the edge of human space. And nobody knows what they want. They don't seem to really do anything. And they're sort of a, like, unfinished feature in the game. They play a much bigger role in the tabletop RPG, but in the game here, they just kind of exist. And I think it was one of those features, like, they were meant to do more, and the developers just didn't have a chance to implement it. I guess if you get powerful enough, you can attack them, and there's, like, big rewards for doing that, for, like, sacking their cities and taking their stuff. But if you're that powerful as a noble house, then you might as well just win the game by taking on the other noble houses. Like, why you would go through the problem of invading the Vow when you could just win the game, I don't understand. And they have no interest in anything except the maps of our planets, and it's not clear why, but they'll pay. So if I sell them, like, a map of my planet, by the way, their territory is down here, so they're, like, super far away from me. I'm not worried about them at all. Like, he'll give me 1,200 Firebirds for my map. Done. That's free money. Additionally, let me take a look here. How are we looking on gems? I got 16 gems. So in order to sell things, you have to physically drag it. Oh, dress to impress. Okay, so that's my trade-off. And sometime in the spring, now that track season's over, I got to figure out what video game night I'm going to host. So in the fall, it was Fall Guys. I've heard some conflicting things from students about what the next one should be. Some people said Dress to Impress. Some have asked for a Minecraft server. And I've had a couple people ask for Fortnite, although I don't know that I could actually do that one. Because I don't have the right kind of permissions from the company that does Fortnite. But something like oh, I see Dress to Impress is getting some attention here. So there you go. That might be an option come the rest of the spring. All right, so I'm going to sell off. This is going to get me some extra money. Boom. Now, like I mentioned, the League's goal is to create the Third Republic. So there's the League Meister. He's looking all mischievous. If their war chest gets big enough, the League will declare war on all of the other houses and will basically declare a new republic with them at the head. And it's kind of cool because it's like there's another faction vying for power, but they have a completely different win condition. It's possible to make peace with the League after the wars start, but the damage is already done. And so if you still go on to become the Emperor because the League started this war, your final score gets slashed by 30%. And the ending cinematic even says, like, oh, the devastation wrought, like, has undermined your rule. So the goal is to become emperor before the merchant guild gets powerful enough to declare the Third Republic and challenge your rule. We're not here for a democracy. We're here for an empire, right? It's not called the democracy of the Fading Suns. It's the emperor of the Fading Suns. So here we go. All right, so I'm seeing nods to my other suggestion. Dress to
House
impress it is,
Hawkwood.
huh? All right, mega chassis, composite armor. Yeah, here we go. We're gonna do that one. I'm bombarding, but I'm not hitting anything. Alright. How much to do that turn? Oh, there's a whole bunch of League ships coming and going. The other fun thing is that the League has to physically carry resources to the Agora, which is its city on my planet, in order for me to trade with it. So just because I want to buy something, like let's say I have the money and I want to buy a bunch of electronics, it doesn't mean that they're there. Which I think is kind of cool because so many games use like marketplaces as just sort of like this endless thing. If I want to buy 40 million electronics, I just can. This game, it's like, we have 50. Like, take it or leave it. And it's going to take several turns before our trade fleets bring you more. So it really gives you this sort of like sense of scarcity. You know, it matters if you lose units in combat because they're hard to replace initially, which is why I was actually really freaked out that I stumbled into that battle with that rebel army, because if some of my, like, I can't recreate those infantry units. If they were gone, I would have to wait to make more. It just sucks. Oh, the symbiotes are still busy. All right, the good news is my moving army is in pretty good shape, so we're gonna get that going again. All right, and this little guy. Why don't you over this way? We're gonna explore these southern forests of my planet. Come this way and join up here. I want to see what I'm dealing with. There we go. Right, I need more food production still, and I need more planets. That's my biggest... Or I need more cities. Well, I do need more planets as well. One thing at a time. I need more food production. I need more cities so I get more tax money. And then I need to take my army and go conquer another planet or two. By conquer, I mean liberate, of course, add it to my growing domain. These planets will be delighted to have me as their sovereign, of course. Ooh, I could build an engineer and get myself going a little bit closer to another. Gosh, symbiotes are still going. So what about those hand-drawn like scenes? I love the vibrancy, I love the color. It's so much more effective to me than like a CGI cut screen or like something that was made digitally. Like somebody sat and drew that. I love that. I love that attention to detail. It's fun. All right, boom. We're zipping here. We're flying. got some fertile land here. Good fishing off the coast, apparently. I got to build another farming community there. What am I looking at? I'm eating 222 and I'm only growing 155. Gosh, that's awful. I need more farms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if my mining, farming, any of the resource gathering communities have to be 5 hexes apart. So I'd have to plop it right there. Ugh. All right.
House Hawkwood.
Oh, here we go. Now we're talking. So, like, here's the applied tech. Once you have the basic stuff, you can unlock new units. Like, you can see how I've got access to different things. Space fighters, torpedo bombers, star bases, which, again, the game lends itself towards stalemate. So, star bases are these really powerful defensive structures that you can build kind of early in the game. And it just keeps your opponents from being able to do much against you. See, I'm going to build infantry legions. I'm going with this one. Oh boy. Okay, so the symbiotes have overrun. That was like 7 cities. Regent elections are going to happen next turn. Watch, I'm about to get a bunch of messages from people telling me that I have to vote for them or else, but offering me nothing in return. Give me all your votes, or they'll make me regret it. Cool. And now, see, here's someone who understands how the business works. Give me all your votes, and they'll pay me 1,400 Firebirds. I would rather have an office in the Imperial government. But I'll take the money. All right, you know what, Hazat? Lazarus, I will vote for you. Yes. They want to buy microbiology from me. Done. So how it works is once the votes happen, usually each house votes for themselves unless they've worked out a deal. The person who gets the most votes becomes the regent. The regent is important because the regent lets you become the emperor. Like, you can declare yourself emperor once you've been regent. The regent is also responsible for dishing out the 3 main offices. So there's the garrison city, the garrison planet of Stigmata. That's the only thing that's keeping the symbiotes from invading the rest of human space. There's the Imperial Eye, which has those fortress cities on each of the home planets of the great houses. So it's a nice way to keep track of what they're doing. And then there's the Imperial Fleet, which, in addition to having an incredibly powerful space fleet, has a very powerful navy. And there's not much else to it than that. You get the infrastructure to support your navy. You get to keep the resources you produce for yourself. And if someone bothers you, you can go to war with them and literally use the Imperium's own navy to crush them. It's kind of an amazing thing. I've definitely won wars in this game because one of these houses, it's usually Ducados, the green and insect people, they've messed with me. And so instead of wasting my own ships and my own troops, I just sent the Imperial fleet to their capital and like torched it to the ground. It was delightful. But anyway, I'm gonna bombard this planet, city one more time. And the nice thing about infantry is they don't really take a lot of damage from orbital bombardment. But they're also really weak in direct attack, so I just steamroll them. Alright, I got another farm. Let's build up some troops. What's this farm do for me? 23 food and 19 exotica. It's not much food. The exotica's nice because I can use that to make biochem stuff, but ugh. I'm going to build an engineer. It takes a lot of food and metals, but it's going to get me something I need. Oh, and actually, there's some food here that I captured. Whoa, there's 247 food. That's awesome. All right, I'm bringing down my transports. I'm going to load up. I want my noble, my clergy. I want most of my infantry. Definitely want my smiter. The Wolfens are pretty good for attacking other planets. And then after that, I can take two more things. I guess I'll take the Wolverine and take the officer. Alright, I got a couple different directions I can go. There's Pentatech, there's Ravenna, there's Tethys. Tethys gets me closer to Byzantium Secundus. Ravenna is a jumping off point to get to a couple other nice planets. Pentatech gets me really close to the church on Holy Terra. By the way, the church can prescribe tech, which is to me the coolest thing, because the game encourages you to go down different paths rather than just try and research everything. If your opponents are using a weapons tech that you're not, you can sometimes convince the church to declare it as heresy, right? They'll prescribe it. You can't use a certain thing anymore. And if they find out that the other house is doing that, the church will send an incredibly powerful space fleet full of inquisitors to like attack your enemies and burn their labs to the ground. So like you can use the church to defeat your opponents without you having to do anything if you can get their tech rendered obsolete. The problem is the same thing can happen to you. So you have to be sometimes willing to stop using certain kinds of weapons if the church is against it. But yeah, no, like I just love that. By the way, Holy Terra is Earth. That's the birthplace of humanity. All these other planets are things we've just colonized in the like thousands of years since. All right, I think I want to head towards Tethys. That'll get me close to Byzantium Secundus. Alright, nothing so far. Super interesting. Just exploring. Here we go. Oh gosh, I can hear other units moving. My mine is finished producing anti-aircraft and producing anti-tank. That's produced a militia. Give me more militia. Artillery. I don't need anything else from you. Anti-tank gun. I need artillery. The new patriarch is orthodox. I have now cast all my votes for Lazarus, like he paid me to do. They're gonna trade me map info. They want my map from Delphi, and they're gonna give me Malignatius. Sure. I don't even know where that is. It's not their home planet. It's here. Oh, so here's one of these examples. This is a rebel planet. It's not aligned with anyone, but House Li Halan has come and conquered part of it. They've taken this factory city over. My guess is they're going to strike at the church and the Arboretum next, and from there they'll add these other cities. Like they're going to add this planet, which is a frozen planet like mine. Got all these mountains and snow. They're going to add all these planets to their domain. Alright, so my fleet in orbit of Tethys. So I got a cluster of cities here, and a cluster of cities over here. Plus there's some like isolated cities off by themselves. Alright, here we go. Click on a hex to land. We are going to land right here between these two. Yeah, I know it's going to damage some of my ships, but it'll be okay. I gotta send one of them back home to collect the rest of my army. However, we're going to get things started.
Unit spotted.
Taking out a couple of these small cities first. Nice. While I wait for my reinforcements in case the rebels on the planet counterattack. Alright, what am I trying to do with this guy? Just explore. Right.
House Hawkwood.
Oh, I was just talking about this. All right, so the Patriarch has determined that plague bombs are odious to humanity. So anyone using plague bombs is now in serious trouble. I don't think anyone is using plague bombs this early in the game. That would be insane. No one had the majority votes? So that means somebody else voted for at least one of the other contenders. Oh, that's interesting. Also unfortunate. I actually would have been okay if Lazarus had gotten the thing, because it would have given me one of the offices probably. Oh, you're going to pay me for energy physics? Done. You're going to pay me for composite armor? Done. Give me that cash. All right. Forgot to have these two cities build anything last turn. Whoops. And actually, hold on. These things need to get transferred to other ships. And those ships can now land. I love that you can daisy chain units like this. Oh, shoot. They got shot at on their way down. That means there's an anti-ship gun. Oh, it's got to be at the bioplant. Yep, there it is. Planet to space missile launcher. Okay, let's take that out of commission. Don't want that shooting at my ships.
Unit spotted.
Come on, take it out, take it out, take it out. Nice. So I now have a bio plant. Makes biochems, but it consumes energy, exotica, and chemicals. Well, I don't have chemicals. I need a chemical plant before I can do anything with that. Managed to do some damage there. Now that I don't have those missiles shooting at my ships anymore. Yeah, I know I don't have all the stuff needed to make biochems. Oh, a factory. Nice. Oh, nice. Alright, captured that
Unit
soldier.
spotted.
He'll be on my side now. Factories let me build all sorts of cool stuff. What I need right now, though, is militia. Oh, and an electronics factory! Yes! Now I don't have to build one myself. I'll just capture this one and it can start pumping out electronics for me. Since I currently bring in 42 trace and 55 energy, I can make electronics.
House Hawkwood.
Infantry's been researched. What else do I need? Starports can be built by engineers. Oh, I don't know how to build starports yet. Yikes. Oh, good. I built an engineer. All right. Nothing right now. Give me another of those. Give me another of those. I'll take another of those, please. Oh, symbiotes are pretty much overrun that whole planet. I'm gonna build a chemical factory since I need it. Excellent. So right now I'm making 9 points. Good. Consuming 10 points total. Consuming 30 points out of 55. So I'm still making positive gains there. That reminds me. What am I doing on money? I'm finally taxing more than I'm spending, which is good. Alright, I got 70 gems here. How many gems do I have total? 102? Alright, I can afford to sell some of these. Yeah, that'll give me 18,000. Boom. Ugh. Death by 1,000 clicks. All right. Buy some electronics. Some chemicals. I'm going to jumpstart my production there. Could use a couple extra metals since I need more. Alright. Bam. So I just bought a bunch of stuff, but now I have to move this to a city where it'll be safe. Otherwise, it's all capturable. Spend all that money so I can basically build some engineers and keep my production going.
House Hawkwood.
And half the reason why I build all these garbage units on these planets is entirely because the AI decides who it's going to attack and when based on things like, you know, I was like, oh, how many units do you have, etc., etc. And so it's kind of worth it to build just like trash stacks of units on your home planets, because the AI is then judging its strength against you in that way. And it's like, you know, all right, they'll give me hospital tech in exchange for, so yeah, sure, I don't know hospitals yet. I'll do a tech trade, 1-for-1. All right, let's go ahead and pick up, oh gosh, no wait, I don't want the militia on there. The militia on there anymore. There we go. Jeez. What's on this thing? Not enough infantry. I need the smiter. Okay, anything else? Alright, time to attack this other part of the planet. Ooh, the starport's got a shield generator over it, so it means I can't bombard it. But I can bombard the fort. Starport put up a little bit of resistance, but
Unit spotted.
I've now captured my very own starport. And because I have electronics, I can start building officers. Infantry legions. All I want is militia. And here, build me militia. Militia is cheap. They don't care if they die. Keep this going.
Unit spotted.
Alright, so we've got, there's the palace. That'll be better defended. Once I have the palace under my control, the planet will be mine. Nice and ripe for the taking. They're waiting to get picked back up by ships.
House Hawkwood.
I do like special forces. That's a pretty cool move. Electron microscope allows me to get cyclotrons, ceramic steel, and nanotech. Yeah, let's go for it. Maybe 2,500 for infantry legions. Done. Alright. There's a noble in that stack. That's good intel. Oh, another ruin. Up, back into orbit. Transfer these units to different ships. Now, land those ships to keep the attacks going. I would build more transports, but I can't. I literally can't. I don't remember how.
Unit spotted.
Got a second lab. This is great. Up there. Oh my gosh, I'm eating so much more than I'm growing. I've really got to get more. I really got to get more farms built. This is so bad.
House Hawkwood.
In exchange for mega chests, they'll give me star-based tech? Okay, done. That's like not even close to a fair trade. I'll take it. Alright, I got a destroyer. Sometimes the old ways are best. We're gonna go sailing around here.
Unit spotted.
I'll take your money. What do you know a little more about my home planet? A little extra 86? Good. What about the capital? Yes, I'll take that free money. Delightful.
House Hawkwood.
Just trading map info, huh?
Unit spotted.
Oh. Oh. A Reaper. Oh, look at that thing. That's like an old World War I tank. Alright, so that's an anti-infantry tank. Holy jeez. It's super accurate in close combat and does a ton of damage. Alright, we're going to bomb that thing from orbit. Yeah, I'm not sending my troops
House
up against that
Hawkwood.
tank. How do the rebels even have something like that? I don't have things like that. Can't afford to build anything. I'm like completely out of stuff. I'll vote for you again. Let's see if we can pull this off this time. Right there, I got another farm going. That would be the 11,000, but it would get me what I need. Don't hate the thought of getting a couple more electronics. You can never have too many. Are we going to pay for it all? By selling gems. Give me another 13,000. Sell, sell, sell. Alright, we're continuing to explore the planet. We're scouring it. Busy looking for monasteries. Monasteries are these really cool goody huts that you can find that give you access to like old, one-of-a-kind tech.
House Hawkwood.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Ugh, I can't get to it this turn. There's the monastery on my planet. That'll have something cool buried in it. Maybe secret hidden knowledge. I feel like I half remember that the other one is around here somewhere. I'll keep exploring. Alright. That might not be a bad spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So like somewhere up here I could get another farm. On the frozen worlds, the farms actually get you more food if they're on water, which is kind of fun because there's decent, like, you know, it's ice fishing. There's decent frozen water up here. There's not a lot of grassland to like grow things on, so. Ugh.
House Hawkwood.
Cyclotron, ceram steel, nanotech, meditation. Churches can now be built by engineers and allows clergy to be built in churches. Okay. I might need to do meditation then. I have found the ancient knowledge of alien psychology. Ugh, that's not exactly the world's most exciting tech, but at least I have it now. Hooray.
Unit spotted.
And yet another farm joins my side. Haha. But we need more. We need much more. Up where I left off with all these buildings. And actually, I probably should build a naval transport and move things around the old-fashioned way. Yeah, scout tank wouldn't be bad on this planet. Especially if I put it on a transport, then I could do lots of exploring fast. Let's see if Lazarus has enough votes this time to become the regent. Alright, so vow psychology, symbiote psychology. Let's see what the archive says. Oh gosh. I love this. It's just so unhelpful. Reason with the symbiotes? Shall ye traffic with the supernova, or attempt to parley with the void kraken even as it crushes your craft to flinders? Yeah, they have sentience and speech stolen like all their other noxious gifts from the violated corpses of their reanimated victims. Like the cadaver ape, their soliloquies are the merest parroted lures designed to gull men to their doom. And so I deal with the symbiotes the way I would such a cadaver ape. An incendiary shell through the brain, swiftly, accurately, and mercilessly. Gorgor the Tamer, a brother battle assigned to the Stigmata garrison. We can research this tech. But what's cool about it is if I do research this, it lets me build this really powerful war beast that, like, I basically genetically engineer a creature that I can send into battle. And it's the kind of tech that, like, the church doesn't like for, reasons. Vow psychology basically makes me better at fighting them, but I am not intending to fight them, so I don't really see the value there. Pharmaceuticals. I don't really go down the genetics, and I don't do the genetics or the cyber. I almost said cyberpunk. Good heavens. I don't do the kind of cybernetics tech all that often. I usually can get by with just like generic, good old-fashioned stuff. But xenobiology is actually not bad. The ability to fight better on different kinds of environments, I'll take it. No one had a majority again. Ugh. There is an officer in that city. I can see that for sure. Everything else is guesswork and speculation. There is a rebel army coming to try and recapture any of this. It's going to come across this tiny little strip of land. So I'm going to move my troops in the way. Oh, I found another monastery. I found the knowledge of cyclotron. Okay, I'm not planning on building one of those anytime soon, but still, I guess it's good to know. Maybe I can trade it.
House Hawkwood.
Monopoles, serum steel, nanotech. Let's get monofilament. Cyber robotics. Prana Bindu. Someone's been reading Dune. Psychosonic manipulation, assassin, and tracker legions. Parapsychology gets me closer to Thurgy. Thurgy lets me use artifacts if I find any, so let's keep researching that. Special forces, there we go. Love these things. They've got very high spot, very high camo, and they're decent in combat. So unlike scout tanks, which tend to just get killed in combat, special forces can usually stay hidden and still deal a ton of damage accurately at close range. Yeah, I'm gonna start building one of those. Oh wait, I don't want to do it at that fort though. What am I thinking? Ooh, got my scout tank. All right, let's get that naval transport built. Then I'll start scouting for, basically looking for food. Any good like spots for food on this map. Artillery. Next turn, I'll have him build me special forces.
House Hawkwood. .396 to 457. I'm getting closer. Getting closer. I got to build more cities along the frozen lakes here, otherwise, not getting anything. Nope, too close to the mine. build one up this way, though. Somewhere in here I could get one. I can keep building around the way here.
House Hawkwood.
House Hawkwood, alright. Barren environment. Actually, I should research this because... No, frozen environment. If I'm going to start attacking relics, ruins, in search of relics, who knows what could be in there? Could be aliens, could be rebels. Sometimes the rebels have much more powerful weapons than I do, so I want to be ready. Excellent. Training on a mega chassis, she'll pay me? Good. They're giving me pharmaceuticals. Okay, yeah, I'll take the free tech. Actually, now let's take a look. Nope, wrong button. I still have the tech lead, so even though I'm trading away... Look at that score! I'm running away with it! Yeah! Why, though? I don't fully understand why am I scoring. I wish it broke it down. I know it's so much per city, so much per tech, so much for points, but I don't know why I'm currently outstripping everybody else like I am. But I am. Riley of House Hawkwood. Look at me looking so good. Yeah. Alright, I'm making more than I am having to pay for upkeep, so I'm actually going to lower my taxes a little bit. Because most of my money is going to come from trade deals anyway. Lowering taxes. That should raise my happiness. Yep, 95 now. Will be 98 soon. That matters for my production cities because the higher your happiness, you can like push it beyond the limits of what your cities can produce. Like they will, it'll push higher. I can also raise the pay for my soldiers to get their loyalty higher. I mean, right now it's at 95%. Their loyalty is really good, but I can make it better. I can get it higher. I got my solitary destroyer going here. Popping that guy on there. And let's go ahead and get to exploring. Oh, look at how far he can see inland. It's gorgeous. I love it. We're going to unmap this continent in no time. Still haven't seen any sign of that tank. I probably should use my scout ship to go find the tank. I don't want that thing attacking my army in the middle of nowhere where I can't see it and protect it. I'll take that money. No small part, because I got to buy more food. Please tell me the Agora has been restocked. It has. Oh, good. Buy some more food. Couple extra chems. I don't have any more electronics I can buy though. Yikes. I'll buy a couple metals though because why not? They're useful. This is what having a ton of money lets you do. Stash these resources where they're protected.
Unit spotted.
Oh, snap, there it is.
I was literally just... Oh, I found it. I found it. Quick. Where's my ship in orbit? Blast it. I don't want that tank going anywhere near my guys. And it's gone. Smashed it to pieces. Ha Eat it, rebels. You had one trick, and I just blew it to pieces. Although it was a good trick, I'll give you that. Anything else you have in the neighborhood? Doesn't look like it. Oh, I'm so glad I torched that thing.
House Hawkwood.
Whoops. Double anti-aircraft. Well, that happens.
Unit spotted.
Ah, see, this is the advantage of having the special forces. I can spy enemy troops moving my way. Glad I spotted him before I just stumbled into another ambush. Now, let me get over here and see what I'm actually looking at. Bombard it anyway, just in case. There's something else here I can't see. Probably more infantry, but I can't know that for sure.
House Hawkwood.
Alright, frozen environment's coming along. That's the tech that will let me use artifacts if I find any. So here we go. Maps. Just like filling in the map here. I like knowing what's where.
Unit spotted.
Alright, so the tank was on ahead of its infantry. That was dumb. The infantry was marching along without any sort of cover or scouting of any kind, which was dumb.
House Hawkwood.
Good. Frozen environment's been researched. I like that. I'm feeling better having that. Alright, I think I need this serum steel next.
Ah, more ruins.
Unit spotted.
So an officer and 2 infantry. That's it. That's a joke.
House Hawkwood.
Right. These cities are pretty much all done. Give me all your votes or you'll regret it. He'll pay me again. I don't love that we've had this stalemate. Diplomacy. Let me try. Let me see who I can get. I can ask him to vote for me, but I can't. But I can't make him vote for someone else. Oof, his war chest is up to 86,000. Last time I looked, it was only at like 10,000. That reminds me. Got need of troops here on my home planet. That's self-propelled artillery just pays for itself. It really does. It's amazing.
House Hawkwood.
Gunships are really great because they're super versatile. They can attack water units, air, they can attack ground units. The only downside to the flying things is they have to refuel at either a carrier or a city every other turn. So like you can get out with them for one turn, but then they've got to come back or else they get knocked down. They just fall out of the sky. Church on this planet because it doesn't have one yet, and I'm going to set it to my particular sect, which is not Orthodox. We are the Amaltheans. That will begin the process of converting all of these cities to my sect and all of the military units, which could one day change the makeup of the church, because right now population is 3,800 Orthodox, only 2,500 Amaltheans. But as that city starts to swap, those Orthodox numbers will drop and the Amaltheans will rise up. And if possible, I would love to be able to take over and have someone who represents my faith as the leader of the church.
You can also see how the game kind of grinds a little bit. Like, I've only taken over my home planet, which I had half of, and one other planet. No one has had enough votes yet to become the regent. Like, it's a process. Like, we're building, we're going here. Grab a tank killer, because I don't know what I'm going to be up against. Ugh, once again, no one had the majority. You'll give me genetics in exchange for xenobiology. Alright, fine. You'll just pay me for frozen environment. Fine. I already have genetics. You'll give me monopoles and money? Accept. That's great! Oh man, I am staying on top of the tech here. I'm falling slightly behind in cities, but that's mainly because the AI just spams cities. They really do. They just spam the cities. Reminds me. Okay, I'm still doing okay there. I really do need to increase my material production though. Like, I'm just kind of limping in with my chemicals and whatnot. Like, only making 9 of that a turn, that's a joke. That's nothing. And at last, I've brought peace and justice to my new planet. No more rebels to worry about. Ugh. What a pain that was. Walk for eternity. Head back home, so I'm going to start cracking open different ruins. So I don't really care. Wait until I come back for you.
House Hawkwood.
But I will probably come back for you. Regions. Glacial regions. Ooh, gunship, good. I could use another one before they get back. Cash money. Right, you and you head back. Gosh, there's like no
there's no bonus resources anywhere on any of these islands. Like, I don't see any energy production. I don't see any bonus, like, food production. It's just so bland. Ugh. No extra trace, no extra minerals. Like, this is the most okayest of planets ever.
House Hawkwood.
Use an extra tank. Oh, I will just accept your random gift. You get on that one. Alright, my timing wasn't great. To wait a turn. Fluffy Hospice wants me to know that I can get the best viewers on some website where I pay money to get more viewers. Don't make enough money doing this to do that, so I'm not going to do that.
House Hawkwood.
Hover tech, singularity tech, nanotech. Yeah, let's do it. See what's down here. Is there anything good down here? Any oil? Alright, here we go. Now my transport's coming home with 2 gunships. That'll be a nice little extra punch to my my army.
House
Once
Hawkwood.
those things land, I think I'll just bombard the ruins and begin this process. Let's get after it. What am I looking for here? Pitbull battle tank. Those are better tanks. Okay. Oh, I wonder if the church has prescribed this tech and I just didn't know about it. Ooh. Yep. The patriarch has deemed symbiote psychology odious to humanity. Good thing I didn't go down that road. Alright, I'm going to transfer these to one of the landing crafts so it can land without getting damaged. Alright, so here's 19 units ready to potentially assault the ruins. So let's see what we have here. Rebels.
Oh, I hope this goes my way. Holy moly, look at that. Whew. He had some really good stuff in there. He had that nice tank. He had some aircraft. He had an officer. He had an anti-spaceship laser, which is way better than the missiles. I am very glad that I had that frozen environment bonus and my noble ability in there because, jeez, that was brutal. All right, noble, go on in. I found the ancient knowledge of barren environment. That is it? That's all I get? That's ridiculous. Pretty much explored my entire planet here. I should see if the Vow want to give me any more money for it. Hey, you want to know more about my home planet? Oh, I can feel my eyes getting tired. They'll give me an extra 64. That was worth it. An extra 276. All right, nice. Some chemicals, a couple electronics. Wouldn't say no to a couple extra metals. And I could use some more food because I'm running very low. The other thing I'm going to need money for soon is bribes. I think I should start making a play for the Regency. If no one else can seem to get it, I should be the one to get it. 50,000 for 153 gems. Oh, all right, amazing.
House Hawkwood. Unit spotted.
Wow, there is just nothing on this planet. That's fine. Without any rebels left, I don't really need the destroyer anymore. I can take that back to my city and scrap it. Won't have to pay the upkeep on it anymore, which will be nice.
House Hawkwood.
Then once I'm done looking at all the ruins, I'm going to take my army that I've built here, which is just getting bigger and better, and go conquer another planet. In exchange for Baron, he'll give me jungle and money. Fine. They're all just throwing money at me. Now let me see here. Give me votes at the next election, and I'll give you money. What do you say to 25,000 Firebirds? Who's the weakest house? It's currently a tie between Li Halan and Al Malik. So, give me votes at the next election, and I'll give you a ministry. I'll make you the Imperial Eye, and I'll give you the map of my home planet, and I'll give you some tech. What would you say to meditation?
Message sent.
Li Halan, same deal. Give me votes the next election, and I'll give you a ministry. You can be Stigmatic Garrison Commander. I'll give you some tech. Meditation sounds good. And I'll give you my planet.
Message sent.
All right, let's see who likes this deal. Oh, alien ruins. All right, those are usually harder to break into, but contain way better stuff.
House Hawkwood.
And there's my special forces I don't really need. Could use another engineer. My strategic bomber that I do want. I do want that. I should have another self-propelled anti-aircraft. You never know when you're going to come up against enemy planes. Rebel planes, they reject my terms. Ah, he accepts my terms. She rejects my terms. Ugh. Give me votes the next election, and I'll give you the Imperial Eye, and I'll give you Serum Steel, and
money instead of the planet map. What would you say to... That's a lot. Nope. What would you say to 10,000?
Message sent.
Votes in the next election. I'll give you composite armor. I'll give you stigmata. I'll give you money. What would you say? What would you say to? What would you say to 10,000?
Message sent.
I already got the league support. I got my own votes. That's 10. If I could get one more person, that'd be 15 votes. That's usually enough to carry it. I mean, there's only 35 votes floating around. So 15 is almost half just right there.
Unit spotted. Unit spotted. Unit spotted.
Get my strategic bomber ready for the action. Yeah, just there. Wow, there really is like no special stuff on this planet. It's just fine. That's all it is. It's just fine.
House Hawkwood.
Okay, here we go. I accept. I accept. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wait. Whoa. That's okay. So I got my votes, the league votes, and 2 of the minor. That's 20 out of 35. I'm so good right now. That's really amazing. I'm so ready now for this election.
House Hawkwood.
Yeah, cast all my votes for me. I think I'm about to become the regent. It's too early to declare myself emperor, though. None of the other houses will go along with it. Wow. I mean, that's great. If you're going to pay me for this tech, that I'm already basically like more rebels. Alright, doesn't tell me anything about what's there, but at least it's not freaking aliens.
Unit spotted.
I'll probably leave one of the... Yeah, I'll leave one of the special forces behind so I can make room for my gunships and my bombers. Alright, we're about to crack
House
open
Hawkwood.
another. I am the Regent. It's me. Hi, I'm the Regent. It's me. Nanotech, why thank you very much. Alright. Now, the thing about this game is you have to fulfill your promises. I promised them those two positions so they get them. However, no one was promised the Imperial fleet, and as the Regent, I feel like I would be insane if I didn't take control of the Imperial fleet myself. Therefore, I am going to be named ruler of the Imperial fleet. And with that comes all of this cool stuff. I get my own starport, a cyclotron for making singularities, a fusorium for making monopoles, more electronics for making electronics, as well as a fort for building better soldiers, and a factory for building whatever else I want, and I can do it all on the Imperial fleet's dime. Or I can build nothing for the fleet and just pocket the resources. Literally, the game does not care. So I now have a bunch of new stuff. There's a whole other Agora here that I can trade with and get stuff from. And let's see, take a look here. Here, I've got armored legions. Like, check out that artwork. Doesn't that just scream like 50s sci-fi camp? I got some other cool ones around here. Where are they? Where are they? I mean, these are probably the best ones. The Star Legions. Look at these. The Marauder Legions. These guys get like special backpacks. They can blast into orbit and engage starships up there, or they can basically go up and then land wherever they want. So I now have a powerful, powerful thing at my disposal. Here is the Imperial fleet with a dreadnought, 2 cruisers, and a whole bunch of destroyers. I can't build any of this stuff, but it's all mine now. Now, the Imperial Navy also typically keeps a fleet here at Cadiz, which is meant to keep the Vow in check. Let me tell you, this fleet is a joke. If the Vow wanted, they could just smash it out of the sky. I wouldn't even come close to stopping them. So it's mainly just for PR. It keeps the people feeling happy. And there's usually an Imperial fleet above Stigmata. However, I don't see it, which makes me think that the symbiotes have smashed it already. That stinks, but it is what it is. Alright, so here's all 20 of us. We're gonna go in. Oh gosh, I see spaceships. What the heck? Holy cow! Ah, what am I fighting? What are those things? Oh my gosh, this is a travesty. Oh my gosh, what the heck am I up against? Why are you still trying to fight? Fall back! Escape! Retreat! Idiots!
What the hell are those rebels? What do they have? I don't even know what these things are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so they completely stack wiped me. That is awful because I cannot get back nobles. Nobles that die are gone forever. So, and if you lose all 5 of your nobles, you lose the game. So, that really sucks. It looks like the only defenders that are left are 2 very badly damaged units. I might try and gang rush it with my reinforcements, and then I have to rebuild all of this. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I lost all of that. Thankfully, it's all stuff I can get back, with the exception of my noble. Oh. Oh, that was awful. Oh my gosh, they're Inquisitors. No wonder I was getting shredded. Oh my gosh. Rogue Inquisitors. Does the church know about this? Massive armor. Massive agility bonuses. Look at that psych attack. And accuracy 12 and strength 100. They were literally just like sending their thoughts into my guys' heads and telling them to just lay down and die. Oh my gosh. No wonder. And they're elite level too. Like one of them is literally elite. Come on, blast them. Get in there. Destroy them. Well, I managed to capture a new spaceship. Huzzah. But my army's completely wrecked. Oh, that hurt. That one hurt in the face. Okay, so I am going to have to begin the process of rebuilding all of that. Alright, so let me think. Let's just start small. Let's just start building back my medium tanks. I gotta do this like one thing at a time. Oh my god. Well, thank goodness I've got 1 tank and 2 infantry. This is awful. He's building an engineer, then I can get him building some more infantry. Hey, Noble, you're next. Go on up there and take
Unit
charge.
spotted.
Oh, that was so bad. I cannot believe it. I should save scum it, but I'm not going to because I'm trying to be honorable about this. I'm going to rebuild my officer that I lost. A noble from House Hawkwood has been killed. Oh my gosh, look at that. He's dead. Except he wasn't poisoned. He was 100% killed in battle. Oh, you'll give me singularity tech and money? Cool. Love it. That was awful. The
ancient knowledge of vow psychology. Wait, that is all I got for that? One ship and a crappy tech that I can get anywhere? Oh, wow. Okay, I've got some thoughts about that.
House Hawkwood. Unit spotted.
Alright, I'm gonna start getting this. I'm gonna start rebuilding. Because I have to. Can't believe I lost all that. Now, consuming more than I'm harvesting. Damn it. Alright. I gotta get my army back up and then go to another planet. At least I've got plenty of oil reserves. It's like the one thing I got going for me right now. Man. That one hurts. Oh gosh, it's 11:30. I should probably
House
stop for the night.
Hawkwood. Alright, getting more farms going. What are we doing on the Oh, look at those numbers getting closer. Yeah, we're getting more Amalthians out there into the world. The Malthian city, that's the power of having the church on your side. Gotta get another planet, though, that's got my church. That'll be the key. Now officers getting built. I could use a couple more infantry. Probably an anti-tank. Vehicle, self-propelled artillery to go with the self-propelled anti-aircraft, officer. Some gunships again would be nice, as would be a bomber. But man, I cannot believe I was up against Inquisitors. They just shredded me. That was awful. House Hawkwood.
Oh, thank goodness I have tracker legions. Now that'll be the thing that saves me. Ooh, web missiles are pretty good.
Second officer. Something called artillery. That tank killer. I'm gonna build clergy. Energy plus chemicals plus tracing. What's that? Chemicals. Ooh, and actually I can buy some ceram steel right off the bat, so let's do that. Electronics never hurt. Troops in a certain direction here.
Unit spotted. Unit spotted. Unit spotted. Unit spotted.
I know there's units. Just go.
House Hawkwood.
I need my clergy back. Need my other officer.
House Hawkwood.
Everybody moving in the same direction. Here we go.
House Hawkwood.
sure I've got what I need for the next time I'm up for a re-election here.
Message sent. House Hawkwood.
There's tracker legions, but I don't really need those when I have special forces. No. I guess they want that money. Votes in the next election, and I'll give you the Imperial Eye again, and I'll give you Tracker Legions, and I'll give you 11,000.
Message sent.
You give me votes in the next election, and I'll give you Stigmata back, and I'll give you Infantry Legion, and I'll give you 11,000. Ugh.
Message
Greedy
sent.
nobles. At least the League is on my side.
House Hawkwood.
Okay. It's all about that money. Oh. Rejected my terms, huh? I almost clicked yes to that. Ugh.
House Hawkwood.
Get another gunship. Nice. Oh, we're not going to make any changes. I will still be in charge of the fleet, thank you. Thanks to my delicious diamond production on my planet, I still have enough to power all my singularities there, which is good. Not that I can build spaceships yet, but we're working on it. The gunship will get mostly there. We'll land and refuel next turn. I don't have enough of that or that. Okay. Well, then I guess I need more engineers.
Hawkwood.
This is the most I've ever seen the church going into this. They must not do it on the lower difficulty levels that much. I use the Ixil War Beasts when I play sometimes. They're stupid good, especially early mid-game. Like, you can just churn those out, and they will... Who cares if they get killed? Just make more. You can steamroll over things. I've never seen the Patriarch come down this hard on any particular tech, and it's all the genetic research stuff. I guess this tech is no good for this Patriarch. He does not want to see us dabbling with genetics. Fascinating. I'm kind of loving it. It's usually the stuff doesn't get used like at all. All right, everyone's walking over the mountains, making their way. Get up there.
House Hawkwood.
Blade Masters. Web missiles are really good. Those rocket artillery, they're better than self-propelled artillery and better than self-propelled anti-air because it can do both. However, I'm going to double up on this one tech. Good. Now I want my strategic bombers back. The Wraith cloaking tank is odious to humanity. Who the heck even has those at this point? It's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Second gunship will be 18, 19. Okay, so I've almost rebuilt what I had. I mean, almost. Almost rebuilt what I had.
House Hawkwood.
It's the year 5009. With my luck, this will be like some sort of plague bomb that'll infect my entire army, and then I'll have to disband them all because, you know, why not? Actually, I really ought to be building. Oh, heavy infantry legions. Okay. I really ought to be building better defenses here on in my fort.
House Hawkwood.
Pestulator bio-artillery. My gosh, there's like nothing that we can build right now that's coming from certain it's a lot of the genetical stuff, the genetic stuff. I just said genetical.
Produce 19, but I consume 14. Ugh, that's a bad ratio. I need more electronics being produced. And yikes, I'm now using a lot more energy than I'm producing. I gotta fix that imbalance. I know there are other planets that have energy production. I just gotta go take one.
House Hawkwood.
I got anti-tank, I got that. Strategic bomber is good there. Build a dive bomber. Doppelganger assassins are odious. Jeez. Let's see what I'm up against here. More rebels. I hope it, I swear, if it is more, if it's more Inquisitors, I'm so cooked. See, I'm now making 15 of these a turn and only use 10, so my monopoles will start to go up. Which is good. I'm only producing 14, but I'm using 20. I gotta get more chemical production. In the short term, I guess I'm just gonna have to keep buying them.
House Hawkwood.
Oh, wonderful. I can finally start building spaceships again. Right now, I'm going to work on fighters. The Ranger Legion is odious to humanity. This is just like one thing a turn he's outlawing. I've never seen him so aggressive.
House Hawkwood. Whoa, give me all the votes or I will declare war on me? I'm not going to go to war with you. Reject that term. Okay, so Li Halan has shot up in score, but I have the Imperial fleet on my side. Taxes enough that I'm now cooking at 100%. Yep, 100%. Giving me that extra food bonus. So I got 15. 1, 2. 2 of them are those things. Oh, I know what I'm missing. I know what I'm missing. I usually have another artillery at this point. See if she was bluffing. next election, and I'll give you money, which is what I know you want. Give me those in the next election.
Message sent.
Let's see how she likes that. Oh gosh. All right. Assault. Hit him hard. Go, go, go. He's got a bunch of planes. I can shoot down planes. Come on, hit him hard. Hit him hard. Oh, good. That went so much better. Oh no! One of my tanks has plague. Get it out of here. Ah, shoot. There's a chance that's going to infect everybody. Oh, but I captured my own carrier. My space fleet continues to grow. Okay. This isn't bad though. Like I actually have a fleet that's still intact. Okay. Ow. Jeez, that one actually really hurt. One, two, oh, what the heck? I've never seen House Staccatos come all the way up there. Wow, that's crazy. Alright, come this way. We'll just have to wait for them to come back. That reminds me. I'm technically at war with Lee Halan. See if I can't explain to her why that was a terrible idea. I'll use the Imperial fleet to do it.
House Hawkwood.
Yep, there it is. There's plague on the planet. Look at the poor people trying to get into the quarantine zone, and my, like, power armor guys are just keeping them away. I am building a coalition of the willing. House Al-Malik is gonna be my ally and go to war with Celestra. Maison cannon was odious, huh?
hard and fast. Wipe this one out.
Unit spotted.
Alright, good. Another farm. And this is exactly what I needed. I needed a well. Whoa, that's got some sizable defenses. I needed a well that would produce more energy for me, so I'm glad I came here and started sizing up this. Shoot, they got this unit has the plague. I don't have any hospitals in which to treat it. Sorry, unit, you gotta go.
House Hawkwood.
Necrosis is odious to humanity. Jeez. Alright, I've kept the Regency. However... Alright, hold on. Ugh, no, I don't want to leave. I wanted to take a look at the scores. Well, but she didn't fulfill that promise. I just got reelected. I shouldn't have to keep my promise. Transports, yeah. Holy moly, this is what the AI does. She has covered this planet in cities. Sweet Louise. I mean, it's not a bad thing to do, but like, look at that. How long that would take to conquer and slog through? No, thank you. I'll stick to just a nice blockade. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4.
House Hawkwood. Whoops, I did not actually mean to take the militia with me. He's supposed to go back. Oh gosh, there goes my allies. House Hawkwood.
Stuff. Gosh, I got a whole bunch of new stuff that opened up. I could potentially get frigates, assault landers, freighters. Ooh, dervishes. Dervishes are really, really great psychic damage units. Fanatic legions could be built in forts. And now harvest 110 to the 90. Nice. That is the way. I like it.
Oh my gosh. 5 space stations in orbit of Cadiz? What the heck is House Staccatos doing down there? If they went to war with me, those space stations would wipe this fleet off the map. Thank goodness I got Lee Halan bottled up. I continue to just surge off the charts here score-wise. I'm crushing it. House Staccatos found an extra scepter. Look at that. Look at that. It's right there. Everyone has 5 and they have 6. And I know why they went to that stupid planet. They found one of the... There's a couple of extra scepters on the map. That's one of the locations, and they found it. Lee Halan has a lot of units, but most of them are going to be on Stigmata. I actually have the fewest units. That's rough. Yikes, I gotta fix that. I also have some of the fewest cities, but I got the best tech. I guess I just need to build more cities. I'm not doing a good enough job keeping up with my city production. Oh wait, I never actually did the thing. Found 100 gems buried beneath the surface. Oh, jeez. I never actually went into the ruins after I did all that fighting. Whoops.
House Hawkwood.
So this is a whole empty continent. There's other stuff over here I can bombard, though. Oh, they're gonna shoot back. Okay, then. Found some mines. Cool. All right, now I'm going to declare myself done, because it's now actually midnight. Oh, well, I guess the game decided for me. Good thing it autosaves. Apparently trying to build that spy just caused the whole game to crash. Oh, well, what are you going to do? All right, well, I had fun. I had fun playing an old game from the 90s. I'm not yet the Emperor of the Fading Suns, but I feel like I'm on my way. I've been in the region a couple of times. I have full control of the Imperial fleet. I have an alliance with one of the other factions. I think this is everything I need to be able to succeed. So thanks for stopping in, and I hope you all have a lovely Friday now. Good night.